We're coming to you live from the Melbourne Sports and Aquatic Centre. This, of course, the venue for the Commonwealth Games swimming. The women coming out for the 200 breaststroke final. Leisel Jones is the 100 and 200 metre world champion, and she holds the world record for the 200 breaststroke, an achievement that she set in Montreal. She swam the heat this morning 5 seconds faster than anybody else, so she's obviously hot to trot. Jennifer Riley in lane 1.
Yeah, I think you're right. Leisel Jones is a cut above the rest of the field. That was Jen Riley. Rebecca Jones, she'll start out of lane number 2. She was 6th at the Queensland Championships this season, as well as 8th in this race last year. So she's getting experience now, Rebecca. Next to her is Sarah Kasoulis on the next flight of our best breaststrokers. She won the New South Wales Championships, and she was 2nd last year. Has a personal best time of 2:28.21, and she's the 6th fastest Australian all time. Well, here's the girl, the only woman to have broken 2:22. That fantastic swim over there. It came as a bit of a surprise.
Rosemary, her mum.
And here's Brooke. She's already won the 200 metres individual medley and 3rd in the breaststroke, so she's on the team easily. She's the 4th fastest Australian all time. In front of the home crowd, Sally Foster, 4th fastest qualifier in lane number 6. She was 4th in this event last year. She's the Queensland champion. And showing some good form this year. Lara Carroll has collected a silver medal in the 200 metres individual medley behind Brooke. She is a good breaststroker. She was in one of the outside lanes here. She's the West Australian champion. And Brooke Martin will start out of lane number 8. She was 4th in the New South Wales Championship. So Brooke's done a good job to force her way into the national final. But it's going to be in the middle of the pool. It'll be the Jones show.
She is the complete package.
Oh, yeah.
World, Commonwealth, Australian champion in both the 1 and the 2. The only individual gold that she hasn't picked up is at the Olympic level, but that to me just seems like a matter of time. She's shooting for her 6th straight national title and the right to defend her Commonwealth Games crown. They're on their way over the 200. We'll keep an eye on that world record, because you never can tell when this girl is in the water. Martin at the bottom, Carroll above her, Foster in 6, Hansen up in 5, and Jones already is in front, Katsoulis in 3. The other Jones girl is up in 2 and Riley in 1.
Well, there's a different kind of pressure tonight. We've seen some very tight racing with the women's 100 metres freestyle, of course, and that's a different headspace than Leisel's taking into this race. When you're this far in front of the rest of the field, it sort of scrambles your eggs a little bit. You have to be really tight on what you're about. You can't look around. You can't give the girls a chance, and this is exactly what she's doing. She's really taking it out hard. She's throwing down the gauntlet. The girls will be able to see her in front very, very shortly. She's only got to get a little bit further in front, and they'll be able to see her, which is very demoralising. This is a brilliant swim so far by Leisel Jones. She's so far in front.
Well, she went through the first 50.19 under world record time. Hansen is 2nd. Foster and Katsoulis next from Jones and Carroll. That's Rebecca Jones. Riley up in lane number 1 and Martin at the field in lane 8. There's the halfway mark. She's 0.17 outside world time.
And she looks beautiful. She looks fantastic. She almost looks like she's asleep. She had a huge glide into that second wall at the halfway mark. So that's why she's not under world record pace. 0.18 outside it, but she looks great. She's lying on her arms, and I think she's in for a big last 50.
She might have just picked up the stroke and the speed a little bit now. To give you some idea of the improvement with Leisel Jones, she won this event at Manchester in 02. She went almost 2:26. 3 years later in Montreal, she was the first woman to go under 22. That's the improvement. She's 0.53 outside her own world record time. She leads by 3.5 seconds from Hansen, then Foster, then Katsoulis and Carroll.
And now she's on the job. You could see that when she turned around, her rating picked up, her tempo picked up. There's the red line. I reckon she's going to do it. She's going to blow it away.
Well, she's raced past the red line, and she's coming up with 15. Oh, she's a half a body length in front of the red line. Leisel Jones looking at a world record. It'll be the 3rd in the pool. Jones is absolutely blitzing the red line. She is marvellous. She is great. The best breaststroker in the world by a country mile. Leisel Jones in 2:20.54.
What a game plan. How well did she execute it? For 3 laps, she took it easy. She laid on her arm. She worried about her tempo. And then with 50 metres to go, she goes, right, it's time. Let's go. And she did it. Oh, that gives you goosebumps all up and down your body. That was fantastic. That was swimming. That was pure swimming. And Stefan Widmer, take a bow. You don't get better than that. I thought she might even break 2:20. She didn't. Maybe that's later for the Commonwealth Games in 6 weeks, but that was awesome. That was great swimming.
Duncan, she's taken 1.2 seconds off her previous world record in one of the most stunning world record swims I think we'll ever see. She turned, she gave the clock a half a second start, then she went after the red line, caught it, and then thrashed it. She's the only one I've seen that actually picked up the red line and gave it a bashing.
She shook it all over the place. Let's have a look at the replays. Good start. She's always been challenged with a start. That's coming good. And there she goes. She had this beautiful stroke going. There's no splash. She's just slipping and sliding in and out of the water, lying on a stroke. Her turns were good, pretty crisp. And she was just waiting for the last 50. She was just waiting to let loose. She's got a big motor and she just motored home. And that was fantastic. And it just built the excitement. It built the excitement. The crowd was riding all over the place in the last 50. She would have heard it. Great touch on the wall. And there's a coach, Stefan Widmer. That's what coaching's all about, for those moments in a mum.
And here's Nicole. She'll be equally excited, I'm sure.
Leisel Jones, congratulations. I thought you were going to go 2:19 point there. You passed the world record line like it was standing still with 25 metres to go. What is going on with you? You are a new woman.
Well, you can see from Libby Lenton that our training's paying off, so thanks to Stefan Widmer for everything that he's done for us. But it has been a new year, and for me it's been a lot of tough changes to make, especially with my attitude and with how I swim. And I can tell you now I love racing, and I think through my swimming it showed. So the changes have paid off, and I'm actually loving the person I am now, and it's paying off.
You are an absolutely sensational role model for the sport. Congratulations on that. There is no doubt about that. Tell me about the race itself. They love you. Tell me about the race itself. What were you trying to think about? Because it almost looked like you were playing with your own world record. You were behind it, you were in front of it, and then you just went straight past it. Tell me your thoughts on the race.
I was actually really nervous. I had a really tough time through warm-up. My stomach was just churning. In the third 50 I actually felt really sick because I was quite nervous, and that was a little bit tough, and I've never really had that at a trials. But throughout the race, you probably hear me saying, this is my office, I know what to do. This is my office, I know what to do. So I just trusted myself and let it go.
It's a good mantra to have going through your head, obviously pays off. Just in terms of the extra work that you've been doing, the support team that you have, you told me before about the chin-ups that you can now do, you know, the out-of-the-water work that you've been doing. How much of a change has it been, that side of things as well?
It's been a huge change. When I first went to Stefan, I think I did 1 chin-up, so, and now I can do about 15 or so. So it's been a big difference, but I've got a gym coach, Georgie. I've got a Stefan, is my coach. Stefan, yes. My mum, I've got a boyfriend that support me. I've got physios, I've got everything that supports me. So a big thank you goes to them because we couldn't do it without them.
You've thanked the support team, but let me ask you about your mum without getting too personal. She's a single mum, so she looks after you. How much of an inspiration has Rosemary been?
My mum has been an amazing inspiration to me, and being a single mum, oh, look at my mummy. My mum is an amazing inspiration. She's done it tough throughout her life, and being a single mum, having to raise a swimmer and getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning is tough. And our family actually, she kissed some random.
Something you need to tell us, Rosemary.
Yeah. But yeah, and my family's gone through bankruptcy. We've gone through everything. So it's been tough on my mum, but I think it's paid off so far.
And that's some of the emotion that's been behind you for the last 5 years, isn't it?
And it was tough to deal with, especially as a 14-year-old at the Olympics. And I don't think people realise that. I think they're very quick to criticise, and that has been really tough. But I've decided to, you know, people have their opinions, that's fine. And if I love myself, it doesn't matter.
We love you. Melbourne MSAC here. We love you, the crowd at home. Well done, Leisel.
Thank you very much.
Leisel Jones, the 3rd world record at the Commonwealth Games selection trials. Edmiston, Lenton, now Jones. What a swim. What a great moment in sport. 2:20.54. She smashed her own record by 1.2, and I think Cole is right. It appeared like she was absolutely toying with it. When she turned, she haired the last 50.
Absolutely. She got straight into a stroke and just went for home. It was a classic last 50, and it was just terrific. You know, she's just matured so much to be a beautiful young lady, and you can see her there with her mum kissing some random bloke. It was terrific. It was great television.